Photographer Kendall Dykes arrived out here about 15 minutes ago, and we actually saw Brian Kelly pull up into the football operations building. I'm going to step out of the way so that you can see. He is literally packing up his boxes and getting his things gathered up right now. We're going to zoom in on that car so that you can see that is a box that he just put inside of his car. He's doing a lot of walking back and forth in and out of the building, going in to get his things and coming out. So yes, right now at this very moment, Brian Kelly is packing up his things to potentially walk out of this football operations building for the very last time. Early this morning, he arrived here at about 4:45 a.m. and he's been in there just packing up his things, getting his stuff, and we've been noticing him bringing out these boxes. But yes, like you guys did say, we are still waiting to get some more information from LSU, but we once again do know that Coach Frank Wilson has been named as the interim coach. We are out here waiting for Brian Kelly to come back out. We're hopefully going to try to talk to him, maybe get some questions in from him if he will talk to us, and we will definitely be checking back in with you guys in just a few minutes. But for now, reporting over here at LSU, I'm Mia Monet, WBRZ News 2.
And look, you already know on this channel, we hold racist Caucasian people accountable, because if we don't, who will? And before we start this video, if you don't like black people, black issues, black talks, get to stepping. Brian Kelly has been coaching for more than 3 decades, leading programs like Central Michigan, Cincinnati, Notre Dame, and most recently LSU. Despite all those years on the sidelines and hundreds of career wins, he's never won a national championship at the top level of college football. His time at LSU lasted about 4 seasons, but even with all his experience, the program's expectations go far beyond regular season success. At LSU, it's not about the money or the resume. It's about bringing home titles, and Brian Kelly never did that. Make that make sense. And in the words of Smokey, Brian Kelly, how you get fired on your day off? I told y'all last Tuesday what was going to happen. And LSU, y'all still owe this man $53 million. We're going to talk about that later on in this video. Brian Kelly, you showed me who you was when you left Notre Dame and went to LSU. And all you did was left those players a handwritten note. You showed me who you was when you threw Kyron Lacey to the wolves. You showed me who you was when you threw Greg Brooks to the wolves. Oh, you thought I forgot, huh? Man, run a tape.
Greg Brooks, Jr. and the situation that unfolded in a interview that was done on Good Morning America. There's many things I can't say because it is pending litigation, obviously, but here's what I can tell you. It is factually incorrect to state that I was not there by Greg's side through this ordeal. I was there on multiple occasions. We had somebody from my staff that was there virtually every single day. We love Greg. We love him for the person that he is, for the competitor that he is, and the battler that he is, and can only wish him continued progress as he goes through an incredibly difficult time. But it was important for me to set the record clear as to my care, my love for Greg Jr. during this very difficult time. And again, I want to be clear that any player that is part of this program, I am going to be involved in making sure that they receive the best care, the best support, and I'm part of that. So that was just extremely important for me to talk about. Look, you can question me as a football coach. You can question me in terms of the things that we do on the field, but off the field, as a parent, as a husband, as somebody that is actively involved in every community that I've been involved with, this is where the line is drawn with me. And that comment struck a nerve with me. It hit my heart.
Like I always say, make that make sense. And the curse continues LSU don't give a damn about no black athlete unless you shooting a jump shot, running track, or you scoring a touchdown. They don't give a damn about you. And don't let you get a serious injury. Don't let you get in trouble. They go really throw you to the goddamn wolves. Tell me I'm lying. And that's why they curse. And later on in this video, I'm going to predict the future of LSU football. But in the meantime, let's get back to Brian Kelly. Check this out. When Brian Kelly left Notre Dame for LSU in 2021, he was heavily criticized for the way he handled his exit. Reports at the time said he sent his players a late night message around midnight telling them he was leaving and that he'd speak to them in person the next morning. Make that make sense. And guess what? He never talked to those players again. All he did was leave them a handwritten note in the middle of the season, in the middle of the night. And I tried to warn LSU fans back in 2021, but for the most part, not all of them, but for the most part, they just don't listen. See, Brian Kelly is a losing ass coach. He hasn't won anything. He's been coaching since 1991. I was born in 1990. Just think about that. In 34 years, he hasn't won a national championship. And LSU still gave him $100 million contract. LSU been getting scammed over and over and over again. Tell me I'm lying. When Les Miles was dismissed in 2016, LSU settled his contract for about $1.5 million. When Ed Orgeron, the Tigers agreed to pay around $17 million in total for his buyout. With Brian Kelly, LSU is staring at a buyout of 52 to 54 million range. Make that make sense. That's over $70 million just in buyouts, just to fire coaches. Damn. And I find it very ironic, Louisiana, aka LSU. Y'all can pay Brian Kelly a $100 million contract, but you can't fix the roads in Louisiana. Y'all can pay Brian Kelly a $100 million contract, but you can't upgrade the jails or the prisons in Louisiana. Y'all can pay Brian Kelly a $100 million contract, but you can't give the hardworking people of Louisiana a pay raise at their goddamn job. And look, I'm from Louisiana. You can't fool me. I know what y'all do. Y'all want people to work 6 to 7 days a week, damn near a 12-hour shift just to survive. But when these coaches come along, when these racist Caucasian, losing ass coaches come along, y'all give them millions of dollars over and over and over again. If y'all feel like I'm tripping, in my comment section, tell me I'm tripping. And I hate to say this, but for LSU, it's over. See, they thought I was playing. Y'all think our ancestors going to let y'all slide with what y'all did to Kyron Lacy? Y'all think our ancestors going to let y'all slide with what y'all did to Greg Brooks? Hell no. Y'all must suffer. And look, college football has changed. The NIL deals changed everything. No one is thirsty to coach for LSU anymore. Those days are over. LSU is about to get a washed up coach, another washed up coach, and y'all are about to be the laughing stock of college football until y'all do right by Kyron Lacy, until y'all do right by Greg Brooks. It is what it is. And look, before I go, y'all already know I have to speak from the heart before I end this video. I find it very ironic that these Caucasian coaches, not having won anything, no championships, nothing, they still can get $100 million contract. And then when they get fired, they still get $54 million. They still are set for life. But when it comes to black coaches, they got to earn everything. So who was Charlie Kirk talking about when he said DEI? Black people have always had to earn everything. We was never given nothing. These mediocre coaches come to Louisiana, go to LSU, and they go there. They don't win anything. They win probably one championship, but Brian Kelly, he won none, and he got the highest out of all of them. Brian Kelly got the highest out of all coaches at LSU. I'm talking about coaches who won championships. He won nothing, and he got paid the most. But they go tell you as a black person, oh, you got to earn it, or you a DEI. Look at all these fields, all these careers. Caucasian people are always given something. They haven't earned anything. Brian Kelly didn't earn that shit. He didn't earn $100 million contract, but they gave it to him. But when it come to us, they give us nothing. And we never complain. It is what it is. We just make it do what it do. So to you, LSU fans, until y'all do what's right by Kyron Lacy and give him a memorial like y'all did for Charlie Kirk, it is what it is. Welcome to hell.